The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, or TCEQ for short, is the state agency that protects the air, water, and land of Texas so that it's safe for the animals, plants, and people who live here. We work all across the state monitoring the beautiful natural resources in Texas to make sure they stay protected for years to come. Hi, I'm Robby. I'm an aquatic scientist with the TCEQ. I'm on the Surface Water Quality Monitoring Team. We call it SWQM. My job is to help find out whether our surface waters in Texas, our rivers, lakes, and estuaries, are healthy enough to support aquatic life and human uses. I work with collaborators across the state to characterize the conditions at over 1,800 sites. The data we collect can be used to identify trends and emerging problems with water quality and to test whether restoration programs are successfully improving conditions. You may not realize it, but the ocean is essential for all Texans, not just those living on the coast. Oceans are the largest carbon sinks in the world, which means that they store many of the emissions that humans produce each year. The ocean also provides a home for many of the unique plants and animals that live in and around our state. Humans are an important part of the ocean systems as well, by fishing in the waters, boating, and visiting the many beaches along the Gulf of Mexico. The state of Texas has thousands of rivers and streams that crisscross the state, entering the Gulf of Mexico in 7 major areas. We call these areas estuaries. Estuaries are unique areas of marine habitat where fresh water enters a body of salt water and the two mix together. They are home to many unique plants and animals that thrive in the shallow, salty waters of these estuaries. The estuaries of Texas can be impacted by both short-term and long-term environmental changes. These can be naturally occurring, or they can be caused by humans. Some short-term impacts that are significant along the Texas coasts are hurricanes and chemical spills. Hurricanes can cause flooding, soil erosion, and can cause massive fish kills due to changes in salinity and dissolved oxygen. A long-term impact on estuary environments is plants that used to be limited to the extreme southern tip of Texas, like mangroves, beginning to creep into more northerly habitats. These mangroves may compete with marsh grasses for resources, which is why mangrove expansion is associated with loss of marsh grass cover. They can also alter the morphology of barrier islands, which permanently impacts the environments and the plants and animals that live there. In order to monitor the human and environmental impacts on our estuaries, the TCEQ monitors various environmental factors that show us how things are changing over time. One of the ways we monitor estuary health is through seagrass monitoring. Seagrass beds are essential for the health of the coastal regions of Texas. They serve as nurseries for larval fish and other animals, as well as trapping sediment in their root systems, preventing erosion and improving water clarity. TCEQ scientists on the SWQM team work with other organizations to survey the seagrass beds and assess the amount of seagrass, what different types are present, and how healthy the root systems are, and then compare that data to past years to see if there were any gains or losses. These data can tell us what next steps need to be taken to make sure the estuary is healthy and doing its job in the overall marine ecosystem of Texas. While you may live far away from the coast, you're never too far away to make an impact. Some ways you can keep our ocean systems healthy for generations to come are: keep litter from entering our waterways by disposing of your waste, especially pet waste, properly and picking up trash outside, especially near rivers and streams. Use less toxic cleaning products. And finally, teach your family and friends why it's important to care about our environment.